Social grant beneficiaries will be receiving an increase from today. Both child support grants and the grant in aid go up to 430 Rand per child. The increases were announced in Finance Minister Tito Mbowene's budget speech earlier this year. For more on this, I'm joined by Paseka Letsatsi, the South Africa Social Security Agency spokesperson. Very good morning to you.
Good morning, Jenny. Good morning to the viewers as well.
This can only be good news.
It can be good news. You know, I was told, Jane, that no amount of money is little money.
Yeah.
So we think beneficiaries of social grants will be delighted that from today the grant is going to move from 420 to 430.
All right. What sort of difference will it make? I mean, it is an incremental change.
Remember the wage increase which took place early this year? This is just an add-on in terms of what happened this year. So it depends in terms of the kitty. And I think that belongs to the National Treasury. They also deal with issues of policy from social development. As an organization, the South African Social Security Agency, our role is to make sure that we administer the distribution of social grants.
And how do you do that? And how do you make sure that it gets to the people who need it? I mean, I'm hearing in many cases there's fraud, there's a middleman, there's some kind of mischief in the making.
There is, of course. You know, Jane, we've been working on certain things, especially people who work with syndicates to defraud the beneficiaries of social grants. But I can safely say we're getting there. What is the good news is that, one, we've identified the culprits. Secondly, we have identified their modus operandi. Very soon we're sure that the law enforcement agencies will pounce on them.
Good.
Because these are the people who take the little that you give
scum.
Exactly, to the poor.
All right, so those who haven't been able to get this sort of money before, I mean, how have they been surviving? What impact has it had on their not getting enough?
Yeah, look, what we have picked up is that majority of people would know that there's a child support grant. But what we have just realized, and we need to up our game in terms of doing beneficiary education. We have just realized that people don't understand what is grant in aid. And just quickly to explain.
Yes, I was going to ask you.
Yes, exactly.
To elaborate there.
This is the money which you would get, especially someone who's frail, people who live with disabilities who cannot do anything for themselves. You can have someone who takes care of you. Someone who can't bath themselves, someone cannot be able to eat, and so on. You are entitled as a beneficiary to have someone who takes care of you. That's what we call it a grant in aid. It's given to a person whose responsibility is to make sure that they can take care of you on a daily basis.
So if people want to get access to these funds, legit people who want to get access, how do they go about it?
They definitely have to come to our office, but those who cannot come to our office who are able to go to their houses to make sure that they get help. But we will be embarking on this education campaign so that we actually teach our people about their rights and their responsibilities and other social grants benefits which the South African Social Security disperses.
Paseka Letsatsi, thank you very much for coming in and talking to us about this.
Thank you very much.